Good morning, Warriors. I'm Johnny Maggio.
And I'm Maddie O'Brien. Today is Wednesday, June 7th, day F on our schedule.
One of the biggest events this week is class elections, where you get to choose who leads your class to success. And juniors, I think I know who your vote should go to for class president.
Way to be unbiased, Johnny. Now on to our new segment called In the Classroom.
Today, Jackson Dill will be taking a look in an AP Government and Politics course with insight on one of their projects. Let's take a look.
Hi, I'm Jackson with Taylor and Zoe today to talk about their project that they're going to be doing about food insecurity. So I want to ask you, what's this project about and what are your goals of it?
So as you just stated, it's about food insecurity, kind of both in the Wilson community and around the United States in general. We're basically just trying to raise awareness in our community, and in order to do that, we'll be holding a food drive.
That sounds like a great idea. How could people participate in this?
Well, we're having a food drive from June 5th to June 8th, and it would be great if people could come by and leave us some non-perishables such as canned foods, etc. And it's a really big problem in our local community and globally, so I think hosting this food drive is a really good idea on our part, and I think that once we collect all of our non-perishable items from the food drive, we're going to be bringing it to the Wilton Food Bank.
And when will this food drive be going on?
Our food drive will be from June 5th to June 8th.
All right, thank you, Taylor and Zoe. I'm Jackson, back to you.
What a great clip. Thank you, Jackson. It really shows how intuitive and thoughtful some of the students at Wilton High School are.
Exactly, and we'll jump right into another great aspect of Wilton High School with this week's edition of the Principal Corner with our correspondent, George Murphy.
Let's see what Dr. O'Donnell has for us this week.
Welcome to another segment of Principal's Corner with our Dr. O'Donnell here.
Good morning, George. Good morning, Wilton High School community.
And we have 3 new questions, all from anonymous users. The first one is about the boys' locker room entrance. And there's an entrance in the H hallway which lacks a doorknob. And people were wondering if we could put a doorknob on there, or what the purpose is for that door, because people are often putting towels, clothes in the door to keep it open.
Right. Well, we want students and student athletes entering from the main door down by the athletic complex. Mm-hmm. That's the goal. That's where there's the window there for supervision with the coaches, and we've thought that area down by the one you're referring to, the door that's closed, there's an academic area with some classrooms there. It's a less supervised area, so we just want one area where students are flowing in and flowing out. Now, I realize that students come out that way, I think is really what happens, and I have seen people putting, as you said, towels and or pencils in there. So your question is, can we get a doorknob put on there? Is that so students go in and out? Let me look into that. I've never really heard that proposal or much conversation about it, but that's something we'll consider for the student community.
It's a problem I've come across too.
It's a problem. You're forced to go around the other way and go the long way.
Mm-hmm.
You'd rather go the short way? Okay, well, let's look into that. Okay.
All right. And our second question is from an anonymous user, and they were wondering if we could add whole milk into the cafeteria.
So what do we have right now? I know we have the chocolate milk, and what do we have? Chocolate skimmed and 2% down there?
About 2%.
And people want the wholesome stuff that's going to clog our hearts up, huh? That's something I would have to talk to, George. I would talk to Brian Reynolds, the head of Chartwell's, and see where that falls. I don't know whether that has been eliminated from menus for a reason in school cafeterias. I'll have to look into that. That's another one. You think that you know a few things around here, and then you have these very interesting questions. You never really pondered that much. Is this one question, or are other students talking about getting whole milk?
I've had people come up to me in the hallways actually asking this question. There's one online, and I've also had a physical altercation.
I will get right on that and inquire, and I'll get back to you. I think it'd be nice for us to be able to report back to the school community.
Great.
Yeah. Okay. We'll look at that. Yeah. Okay.
And our third question is kind of a wide question. It's how is the organization of graduation going?
Oh, it's going well. It's going well. We had our final graduation meeting last week. We've had a really good team of educators and parents and students working on it. I think the senior class has really stepped up this year. I found them to be organized and diligent. They've actually made it to the meetings on time, which is always impressive. Early morning meetings for seniors throughout an internship.
Great.
The final letter that I just sent out went out to the seniors, so we're closing in on it. I actually have on my desk here the final graduation checklist. So I've been through this checklist a number of times, and I'm going through it with my admin team this morning. During the administrative team meeting, I went through it with Mr. Figueroa last week, the plant manager. So as you can see, it's a lengthy list,
Yeah.
and there's a lot of just attention to detail to make sure that everything goes really, really well on that big day. So
Very thorough.
I'm certainly hoping for really nice weather and a great day for our wonderful seniors on their graduation day, class of 17. So we're excited, and I think we're on top of it. There's a lot of planning. One thing that is of interest to the school community that is different, George, is that because of the new field, we've worked with Parks and Rec and with the town, and we're actually working to put some underlayers down underneath where the seating is and where the stage is and where the music is and where the seating in the back is, because we can't have 4-post chairs on the field because we might compromise it, and we can't have any students walking with high heels or any shoes that might compromise the field. So that's something that's new. It's a little bit of a curveball, but we're working with it.
Yeah.
And we're going to have an opportunity for seniors on the senior service morning. I know they're not here right now, primarily, to actually do some of the painting, because we're going to try to paint all this masonite green and have it blend in with the field. So something unexpected, but I think we're on top of it.
Great.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks impressive.
Oh, okay, thanks. Yeah. Well, I think it's a good community and collaborative effort with our student leadership, which is always strong, and our administrative team and our faculty. Mrs. Bray and Dr. Harvey have been really on top of this as class advisors, and the parents have been really, really outstanding. The parent leaders, Ms. Constantine, the PTSA president, and some of the other parents who have been there have been great. So we're all working together to make sure it's a great day for this graduating class.
I'm sure it'll be terrific.
Yeah.
All right. So that'll wrap up this segment of Principal's Corner, and we'll see you guys next week.
Okay, thanks, George. Appreciate your time. How we doing?
Thanks for that, George. Always great hearing from our principal.
Now let's see what Jackson has to say about the weather with this week's forecast.
Good morning, Johnny and Maddie. Thank you very much. I want to briefly talk about hurricane season because it began last Thursday, June 1st, and it's going to run for the next 6 months all the way through November 30th. This year, the Hurricane Sarah came out and is forecasting above average hurricane season with 11 to 17 named storms, 5 to 9 of which may become hurricanes and 2 to 4 may become major hurricanes. So that's just something to think about as we head into hurricane season. Now let's take a look closer to home in Wilton. And it's been so cold lately. I mean, 68 degrees this afternoon. That's still below average for June, but we'll slowly warm up as we head into the weekend and beginning of next week. I mean, look at these highs looking ahead to next week. Getting into upper 80s, maybe 90 degrees. There's a potential for a heat wave. And the 7-day forecast is going to look very nice as well. Breaks the sun this afternoon as we begin to transition out of this cold, stubborn, ugly pattern. The ends of this week, Thursday and Friday, there is a chance for rain, but right now I'm thinking it's going to be sunny and warm. This weekend, finally, it's going to be beautiful and summer-like, lots of sunshine, temperatures getting up to 85 degrees on Sunday, and looking ahead to next week, finally, it's going to be nice, lots of sunshine, and it's going to be hot.
Thanks for watching this time. I'm Maddie O'Brien.
And I'm Johnny Maggio. Have a great week.